It is a bitterly cold start to our Christmas Eve with temperatures this morning near record lows in the lower teens, around 12 to 13 degrees to get the morning started. We are going to have plenty of sunshine, maybe a few clouds developing by this afternoon, but another cold one. Temperatures struggling to get out of the 20s, maybe near 30 degrees with a little bit of a breeze out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So do expect wind chills throughout most of the day, stuck in the teens.
Where do you find 1,600
local now?
Good morning and thanks for joining us this Christmas Eve. I'm Sierra Artemis. We're preparing for a cold Christmas. We're going to take a look at our current temperatures. If you do step outside today, you're going to make sure you want to be layered up. Joining me now is meteorologist Eric Zernick. Today is a first alert weather day, Eric, as we all know, but it's extremely cold. How long will these temperatures be this low?
Yes, Artemis, we have those first alert days out there for 3 days now. That continues for today, tomorrow, and into Monday morning as this cold Arctic outbreak continues to be across much of the Midlands. So we'll be dealing with those cold temperatures for at least a couple more days, but gradually things will begin to improve. So for today, still going to be cold and breezy. Temperatures only going to make it into the low 30s, but those wind chills likely stuck in the teens. Then for tomorrow, it's going to be a cold start in the teens, but things should make it up to about 39 degrees by the afternoon, but the biggest story tomorrow, not as breezy. Winds will be almost calm, so that sunshine should make it feel a little bit better. And then by our Monday, another cold morning, but we should make it into the 40s by the afternoon. Still well below where we should be for this time of year. Wind chill advisories continue until about 11 a.m. for that possibility for some single-digit feel-like temperatures across the region, but eventually things should improve. We got clear blue skies out there once again, so it will be a dry, sunny day across the region. Right now we're sitting at 13 degrees. Wind still out of the west at 9, making it feel like just 1 degree right now here in the capital city, so bundle up if you are heading out there. Still seeing some wind gusts over 20 miles an hour in some locations, so at times we could continue to see some of those wind gusts up over 20. So looking at your temperatures and wind chills for today, we're going to see those temperatures go from the teens into the upper 20s to near 30 degrees, but with some of those winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour, you can see wind chills in the single digits to teens to low 20s through a majority of your Saturday, so bundle up. What can you expect, though, for your Christmas day? We'll take a closer look at that forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, Eric. And as we deal with these extreme cold temperatures, you can keep up with the latest in weather updates wherever you are by downloading our First Alert Weather app. It's free in your phone's app store. And already we are feeling it right here in the Midlands. Our meteorologist Eric Zernick standing by with a full look at your forecast. Eric?
Yes, here's a look at some of the low temperatures that were recorded across the Midlands earlier this morning. It was bitterly cold as the coldest air moved over top of the region this morning. It got down to 10 degrees for Lancaster, Chester, Newberry, in Columbia, so bitterly cold across the area. Feels like 3 below in Charlotte and in Augusta. We got 6 below in Atlanta. Here's some of the wind chills across other portions of the country. We got 17 below in Madison, 25 below zero in Minneapolis, while it's 33 below for Sioux Falls, 34 as you get up towards the Bismarck area. So some bitterly cold temperatures to get this Christmas Eve started across a large portion of the country. Our future wind chills for out today, you're likely going to be stuck in the upper teens to maybe near 20 degrees. So it is just going to be a day where you need to bundle up with the heavy coats, hats, and gloves as you're out and about throughout most of your Saturday. Tonight, winds do begin to die down, so we're not going to really talk a huge wind chill effect for your Christmas Eve night into Christmas morning. As you can see, tomorrow morning it's going to feel like the mid-teens to get the morning started. It's still very cold, but at least with those winds dying down, we're not going to have those single-digit or below zero wind chills that we're experiencing here earlier this morning. Tomorrow afternoon, with those winds again relatively light and that sunshine out, things do begin to improve a little bit, as it should feel like the lower 30s for our Christmas day. So it does look like we're moving in the right direction. Right now looks to be the worst of the cold. So on the 10-day forecast, you can see 39 for that high tomorrow as we continue to stay cold, but the sun Monday morning at 18 degrees, but we do get back into the 40s by Monday afternoon. End of our first alert weather days. 48 on Tuesday, back into the 50s by Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe even pushing the upper 50s by Thursday. 60s Friday and into your New Year's Eve weekend forecast, maybe even upper 60s at that, but you do see the chance for some showers maybe moving in Saturday night, which could dampen some of those New Year's Eve festivities, but at least it will feel much nicer with those 60s returning by next weekend.
I was injured at work, and the insurance would only
in some of those gustier winds this morning, and that is leading to some very chilly temperatures. So wind chill advisory continues until 11 a.m. as we still have some of those single digits and below zero wind chills. Here's the official current wind chills or feel like temperatures outside as of right now. Still feels like 0 degrees in Columbia and Lexington, 4 for Winnsboro, 4 below in Newberry, while it feels like 3 degrees in Barnwell, 3 degrees in St. Matthews, and it feels like just 1 degrees for us in Orangeburg as we wake up on this Christmas Eve morning. So some very cold temperatures to get the day going, and really not going to see much of an improvement. The one bit of good news is the fact that we are dry and we are seeing plenty of sunshine across the Midlands. Big picture shows dry conditions across much of the Gulf South, but we do have some of these high clouds that are kind of streaming across the area, and we could have some of those clouds work their way in across the Midlands. So the model is picking up on that. So some high clouds, but still plenty of sunshine. Winds, though, should be anywhere from about 10 to 18 miles per hour today. So you can see those wind gusts do come down a little bit. So things feeling a touch better today, but with any little bit of wind and just how cold it is, it's going to make it feel like the teens. Now, those winds do begin to die down tonight, so maybe only around 5 miles an hour. So wind chill is going pretty much non-existent. So that is the good news, but it's still going to get bitterly cold with those clear skies as we'll drop down into the teens first thing tomorrow morning. And then you can see winds do stay relatively light tomorrow, and with plenty of sunshine, it should feel that much better across the region for our Christmas day. But still going to be cold with temperatures only in the 30s for afternoon highs. So officially for today, sunny and cold with a official high of 31. But again, those feel like temperatures likely stuck in the teens, and really most of the day we're only going to be in the 20s. Then tonight, as Santa's out and about making those deliveries, it's going to be freezing cold, but those winds die down 17 degrees overnight, and then into our Christmas day, a high of just 39 degrees, so still cold, but the biggest story for our Christmas day is the fact that it's not going to be quite as breezy, so it should feel a little bit better as you're out and about on your Christmas day with that sunshine beaming down on us. We continue our first alert weather days for at least Monday morning, as we will once again start off in the upper teens, but we do look at some gradual warming conditions as to the upper 60s as we head into the new year. Outside right now, clear skies, just some high clouds, so it looks nice, but it's very deceptive as it is awful chilly out there, just 14 degrees. Still got some winds out of the west at 13, making it feel like 0 outside right now here in Columbia, so bitterly cold here to get this Christmas Eve started. Still seeing some wind gusts up over 20 miles an hour for Columbia, Lexington, Aiken, down to Barnwell, and that is adding to those very cold conditions to get this morning started. So looking at your temperatures and wind chills for the rest of your Christmas Eve, those temperatures slowly going to get into the 20s, should make it into the upper 20s to near 30 degrees for the actual temperature. Both those winds still out of the west at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wind chills going to be stuck in the teens to lower 20s. So another bitterly cold day. Bundle up. Will things improve any more as we head into our Christmas? We'll take a close look at that forecast coming up in just a little bit.